Hi everyone, let us solve this question on the board. It says, calculate the distance between the needle points of a pair of dividers if the arms are 11 centimeter long and the angle between them is 94 degrees. Okay, as I always tell you, the major problem here is to picture out the information we have been given. It says, calculate the distance between the needle points of a pair of dividers. Okay, I think I have a pair of divider here. Yes, this is what a pair of divider looks like. Can you see? Here are the needle points. So, the question says, calculate the distance between the needle points. What we are asked to look for is the distance between these two needle points, the distance from here to here. You can see we are going to be having a triangle like this. We are going to be having a triangle. This is the pair of dividers. These are the needle points. We are asked to look for this place, the distance. Let's label that distance x. So we have to calculate the distance between the needle points of a pair of dividers if the arms, can you see, here are the arms. These arms are 11 centimeters long. That means this place is 11 centimeters and here is also 11 centimeters. And the angle between them is 94 degrees. So the angle between the pair of dividers, which is the angle here, is what? 94 degrees. Can you see it? 94 degrees. So the angle here is 94 degrees. So we have to calculate the distance, which is, we have to find x. Okay, what formula can we use here? Can we use the sine rule or the cosine rule? Okay, we are looking for an unknown side, and we have two known sides and one included angle. So what we just use is the sine theory, the sine rule, yes. And the sine rule states that sine A over A is equal to sine B over B, which is equal to sine C over C. Or it can also be what? A over sine A is equal to B over sine B equal to C over sine C. You know, the capital letter signifies the angles, while the small letter signifies the sides. So if this is A, B, C, therefore this is going to be small a. Yes, not x. This is going to be small a. This is going to be small b. And this is going to be small c. Now, how do we look for this? We can look for anyone. We can take a out of sine A is equal to b over sine b. So let's use this in solving. A all over sine A is equal to b all over sine b. Now, what is our b? What is the angle here? The angles here. Since these two lines are equal, 11 centimeter, 11 centimeter, that tells us that this is an isosceles triangle. That is, the angles, these two angles are equal. And the total angle in a triangle is always 180 degrees. So if we take out this 94 degree from this 180 degree, it remains 86 degrees left. And remember, these two angles are equal. Therefore, these two angles are going to share the 86 degrees equally, which is going to make this angle here 43 degrees, and this one also 43 degrees. So that when you add the three angles together, you get 180 degrees. Now we now have our B, our capital letter B, the angle in the, on the B. We can either use B out of sine B or C out of sine C. They are the same. It's an isosceles triangle. So now let's impute our values here. A, that is what we are looking for. We don't know. A out of sine A. Sine, what is our capital A? The angle A is 94 degree. Sine 94 degree equal to B. What is our B? 11 centimeter, which is 11 out of sine B. Our B is 43 degree, which is sine 43 degrees. So to get our A, we are going to multiply both sides by sine 94 degrees. Yes, multiply both sides by sine 94 degree. Therefore, we are going to have A out of sine 94 degree multiplied by sine 94 degrees, and we also multiply this one here by sine 94 degree. So sine 94 degree cancels sine 94 degree. Therefore, to get our A, we are going to evaluate this to get our A. How do we do that? We have to look for sine 94. What is sine 94? Let me press my calculator over here. Sine 94, it gave me 0.997 and all of that. I'll multiply it by 11. Multiplied by 11, then divided by sine 43 degree. Divided by sine 43 degrees. And you get, our answer gives me here 16.08, which can be approximately 16.1, depending on the options you have. So here is how you solve questions like this. If you feel like, I think you can rewatch the video again if you find any part confusing. See you in the next class.